What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're here to continue with the draft rebuilds. We did a Blazers elimination offseason rebuild yesterday, but we're here to continue through these draft rebuilds that we've been doing lately. So last one we did, I believe it was the Jarrett Culver Cavaliers. So we're just turning through with the Suns at the 6th pick. And one thing I did do finally, though, is I wanted to show you guys this, is I updated all the head coaches. I know there's one team that still does not have a head coach, I believe, and it's the Grizzlies. I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure it's only the Grizzlies that don't have a head coach. But I went through every team. Let me just show you guys real quick. And I did this myself. This is no way you can download this. I actually just ended up changing some of the coaches' names. So the Lakers have Frank Vogel now. And no, that's not really him. That's obviously just a randomly generated head coach. But I have him, Frank Vogel. And we have Luke Walton on the Kings now. So those are all saved. Timberwolves, I gave them Ryan Sanders. Obviously, that's not exactly what he looks like. Grizzlies, I gave them Nate Tibbetts because they've just been connected to him quite a bit. I know the assistant coaches aren't, correct, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. So the head coaches around the league are all correct, so which is what the little things that count, I think. I hope you guys can appreciate that. So we got all the assistant coaches correct, and you guys could do this yourself too. All you got to do is just click save and have autosave off, and you can just keep correcting your file, and it's just making it look more real and legit. So I really like where I'm going with this file. It's looking pretty good. Everything's like kind of realistic here, so I love how I'm keeping it. But anyway, we're going to be doing a Darius Garland Phoenix Suns rebuild. So obviously going to draft Darius Garland at the 6th pick. I really don't have any big trades to make right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So let's see what picks go ahead before us. Hopefully Darius Garland is not taken, but let's see what we got. We got 9 trade offers. I'm probably not going to trade this pick. I'm just curious of what they got so far. So we got Zion going to the Pelicans. Grizzlies get John Morant. Knicks get RJ Barrett. Kind of what I expected. Cameron Reddish at that 4th pick. I wouldn't be shocked. Nickeil Alexander-Walker goes to the Cavaliers. And now we're here. So Jarrett Culver's available, obviously, but I know this video is called a Darius Garland. So we're going to be taking him wherever he is at. There he is. Point guard. Darius Garland out of Vanderbilt. So looking pretty good there. We'll go ahead and simulate to the 2nd round as well to see if we can get a quick steal. We all know the Suns are in desperate need for a point guard. We got Matisse, I don't know how to say that name, Chris Wilkes, Jalen McDaniels, Cam Johnson, Chris Clemens, Tyus Battle. Let's see, who do I want? James Palmer Jr. Let's go up to the younger guys. I guess I'll go Chris Wilkes here. That small forward spot at UCLA. We'll go with him. And that's looking pretty good. So at the 6th pick, he's a 76 overall. Kobe White. I think I'll do a Kobe White Bulls rebuild next, so be on the lookout for that. And then the Hawks, we'll do like Cameron Reddish and someone else, but we'll see how it all goes down. But rookie signing, we have Darius Garland and Chris Wilkes, so we'll go ahead and sign them, of course. Player options, Tyler Johnson, of course, is going to accept his terrible $19 million. Jimmer Fredette, I don't know what they're going to do with him. He played with the Suns for a little bit, and it just didn't really seem like it went all that well. But you know what? Just for the fun of it, I'll go ahead and sign him. And then Kelly Oubre Jr., I think, is someone they might need to look to resign just because he had a pretty good stint with them after the trade deadline. But when we look at our money situation, Kelly Oubre, Dragon Bender, they've already renounced him in real life, so I'm going to do it now. Rashawn Holmes is someone I could look to bring back, but it's not on my top priority. So, Josh Jackson just got in trouble for something. I can't remember what it was, but I think he was trying to sneak into something, some backstage thing, and then he got caught and decided to run away or something dumb like that. I did trade Josh Jackson in a previous Suns rebuild, and I think someone got mad at me, but I'm going to do it again because I think there's a good chance Josh Jackson gets traded this offseason. But of course, we don't have the 6th pick. That's a glitch, so let's go ahead and get back out of that. And let's go back into this. So Josh Jackson, I think, could use just a change of scenery. He just has not had the development you'd want to see out of him, so I'm going to go ahead and trade him somewhere. The Kings could take him, and we have to throw in a 1st round pick. I'm not throwing in my 2020 1st round pick. I don't know how good we're going to be, so no. Juancho, Aaron Holiday from the Pacers, Jahlil Okafor, Luke Kennard from the Pistons, Clint Capella from the Rockets. I actually really like this trade because, I was about to say because the Suns were interested in him that one offseason, it seemed like, but they have DeAndre Ayton now, so it doesn't make any sense. So Spurs, Lonnie Walker, Jeremy Grant, and Troy Brown Jr. from the Wizards, and we take Jan Mahimi's contract on. So I really don't see a benefit from taking that trade. The Bulls, I could see potentially going after Josh Jackson, maybe to play him off the bench, see if they can develop him behind Otto Porter Jr. The Grizzlies, actually, I could see this here as well. we get a 2021 first round pick for Josh Jackson, or a 2020 draft or pick from for Josh Jackson, which I'm liking this a lot. I don't think Alex Len would be in the trade though, because Alex Len was already on the Suns at one point. So getting a unprotected pick for Josh Jackson, I mean, it's not totally that realistic, but it is Cleveland's pick. So how about I do this instead? Instead of Cleveland's unprotected pick, how about let's go back to the Hawks and let's give them, how about like, okay, never mind, it has to be unprotected no matter what. So we'll go back to the trade. I would say more realistically, there should be some protections on it if the Hawks were going to do this trade. But getting a first round pick for Josh Jackson, they want to throw me another first round pick and give me Jimmer Fredette. No, just no. So let's not do that, because that's just totally unrealistic. I'll just get Alex Len from them, I guess, if they really want to be that stingy about it. So we get Cleveland's first round pick next year. So hopefully it turns into something good. We have 3 picks now. Bucks pick as well, so that's cool. But now, like I said, we traded Josh Jackson. He's gone. Rashawn Holmes, we probably don't need to bring him back now that we have Alex Len. Like I said, I really don't think Alex Len would make his way back to the Suns, because it didn't work out the first time. Why would it work out again? But Kelly Oubre, I definitely want to bring this man back. 4-year deal. Let's go ahead and give it to him. Like I said, this is going to be somewhat of a realistic rebuild. So we're going to get Kelly Oubre real quick. And then I think that's all the money we're going to have. $6.40 million. Once Tyler Johnson leaves, that will help us out a little bit as well. Dollar cap table, Tyler Johnson will be gone, $48 million. DeAndre Ayton, Miles Bridges, or Mikal Bridges, I should say. Jimmer Fredette, Alex Len. I won't need to bring back any of those guys. So we'll have quite a bit of money next year to deal with. So I'll just go ahead and look. Gosh, we have a lot of point guards. Holy moly. So DeAnthony Melton, Tyler Johnson, Mikal Bridges. We have Kelly Oubre and TJ Warren. Don't really have a starting power forward unless we want to play TJ Warren at the power forward, which he did in real life. So I could see myself maybe signing a power forward real quick. Hold on. I have no idea what just happened, but something just like attacked my throat and I started coughing like crazy. So I do apologize for that. But let's go ahead and continue. We were doing Zach Randolph, Julius Randle, Thaddeus Young. Maybe signing Thaddeus Young for a 1-year deal as a veteran just to start at that power forward spot for this season. Actually, wouldn't be too bad of a move. So we're going to try to get Thad Young. And, of course, he goes to Milwaukee Bucks. Actually, it's a pretty good fit for him. Aminu, Jeff Green, Chuck Diallo. I want somebody that can shoot. Jonas Jerebko would work out there. Trey Lyles, actually. He was a good shooter at one point. Now his Markieff Morris. That didn't work out. Michael Beasley, Christian Wood, Luke Babbitt. Mike Scott. I'm really not seeing that great of a power forward. So, Dwight Howard, Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis. Actually, you know what? Bobby Portis, move him to power forward. Actually, not looking too bad there. So we'll go with Bobby Portis there. And I'll go with that. So I think I might just play Kelly Oubre off the bench. That's kind of what he was doing at one point for the Suns. And then he eventually became a starter. But I think I'll play Bobby Portis at the power forward, start TJ Warren, and have Kelly Oubre be that 6th man. Because he did have some good success coming off the bench for him. We'll do that. And then I think we'll be all set. So let's load and download a 2020 draft class. It should be a big offseason for us next year. Just kind of curious to see what this team can do without doing anything too crazy first. And then we'll make our moves from there. I really like where this is going so far. So let's go to training camps and give untap. I did not hire a trainer, though. I do need to do that next time. Or a better trainer. Kelly Oubre, Anthony Melton, Okubo. Is he? I want to see. Okay, he's here for a while. Anthony Melton's going to be a free agent, so I'm not going to invest in him. So Okubo, let's go ahead and give you some untapped potential. Or a Kobo, however you want to say it. Kelly Oubre is going to be here for a while, so I'll go ahead and throw him one as well. So let's go ahead and see what this rotation is looking like now. They might actually want to start TJ Warren. They do. So you know what? I actually might just let them do it. So we're going to run a 9-man rotation, I think. Darius Garland, Devin Booker, Kelly Oubre, TJ Warren. If they want to do it, I'll do it. DeAndre Ayton, Bobby Portis, Alex Len, Mikal Bridges. Actually, it's probably because Bobby Portis is listed as a center right now. So we'll go ahead and fix that because I want him to play a power forward. So let's see if they fix it. And we got Darius Garland, Devin Booker, TJ Warren, Bobby Portis, DeAndre Ayton, Kelly Oubre off the bench, Alex Len, Mikal Bridges, and Tyler Johnson. So we'll might as well just let Tyler Johnson play a little bit. Chris Wilkes, we'll go ahead and send him to the G League, and we'll send Kobo to the G League as well. We'll probably do that. So send those to the G League, and then we should be good there. So let's sign another free agent. Greg Monroe, Seth Curry, Marshawn Brooks. I guess we'll just sign Marshawn Brooks for the year. That way we can send someone else to the G League. And I think I'm going to go ahead and simulate this season. So let's see how this goes. I'm really interested to see how Darius Garland does. And then really just want to see who steps up to the plate around these guys. I'm probably going to give a little bit more minutes to Darius Garland because I want him getting quite a few minutes. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and simulate this full season. Let's see how this team does. At the end of the season, James Harden is your most valuable player. We have RJ Barrett winning Rookie of the Year on the New York Knicks. Ivica Zubac. By the way, about Zubac. Magic Johnson yesterday, or not yesterday, but it was maybe a couple days ago, was on First Take with Stephen A. And he basically, I mean, it was a very interesting interview about the Lakers. So if you guys want to listen to it, I suggest you guys listen to it because it was very interesting. But he basically, because they asked him about why he traded Zubac, right? Because he was having such a good season for him. He basically just went on and said that Zubac was trash. That's, I mean, he didn't say that obviously, but that's basically what he said. So it was kind of funny. But most improved player goes to DeAndre Ayton with 17 points and 13 rebounds. And then coach of the year goes Mike D'Antoni. So cool. That's all your awards. Here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team, and then All-Defensive first team, All-Defensive second team. And that should be good. So now, I didn't even look at the All-Rookie team. I should have. I definitely messed up not looking at that. But that's all right. So we actually made the playoffs. 47-38. We're facing the Pelicans, so probably going to get eliminated in the first round because we all know they have Zion Williamson. But here is your point. So we have 21.5 from Devin Booker. We had 14-8 from Darius Garland. So if he's going to be a double-double kind of guy next to Devin Booker, who's going to score a little bit and always pass the ball, I'm down with that, and I like that a lot. I know little to nothing about Darius Garland, so guys, keep that in mind. Because I'm just not a big college watcher. I just know that he's projected to be a lottery pick, and the Suns could get him, and maybe they could get Kobe White. We'll see what that happens. But Darius Garland goes up to Bobby Portis had 14 points. TJ Warren had 12. Kelly Oubre had 10 off the bench. So not too shabby, not too bad of a season. The fact that we are in the playoffs with the team we got definitely is awesome. But we got the Pelicans up 1-0 on us. We do even it up with them. 2-1 for them. 2-2. 3-2. And can we actually beat the Pelicans in the first round? 3-3. Actually, let me stop this. I was going to just let it go through, but we are in the first round. I probably won't jump in just because this is the first round. We're just going to see what happens. But like I said, if it's a close game, I might just let it play out. And 110 and 114, unfortunately, don't make it to the second round. But this is only the first round, so I can't imagine we'll actually make it to the championship this season because we really don't have the roster for it. But pushing the Pelicans to seven games as the second seed is definitely a very good first season back in the playoffs. I know Devin Booker was tired of not making the playoffs, so he makes it the first season, and they definitely had one hell of a run here. So we're going to just keep it going. We got the Rockets and the Raptors. The Rockets up 3-0, and they're going to sweep the Toronto Raptors. So now, when we get into the offseason, like I said, we have some things I want to do, but we're going to have 3 first-round picks, so we got to address that first. So we might get the 7th pick. The Bucks did make the playoffs. There was one time I did a Suns rebuild, and the Bucks didn't make it, which was weird. So we have the 8th pick, and we have the 20th pick, and we have what else do we have? Where's our pick at? And we have the 22nd pick. So not too bad at all. Staff signing Monty Williams. We're going to keep him here. But the trainer, I said I was going to get a better trainer if I could. And there's one out here, so I'll get him. And then I'll get a better head scout as well. Assistant GM will go for them. Or actually, no, I'll just let the computer run with that. For the NBA draft, let's go ahead and see what we got. Like I said, we have 3 first-round picks, 8, 20, and 22. So you have a lottery pick. Could we turn these 2 picks into a lottery pick? Let's see if we could. I doubt we could, or doubt we can, but you never know. We can get Larry Nance Jr., Brook Lopez, Kevon Looney, Zubac. Let's try to turn these 2 picks in like number 12 or number 13. Let's try something like that. So number 13, or yeah, let's go for 12. I'll trade 20th in my 22nd pick. Let's see if they take it for number 13. Nope. How about a second round pick as well? They agree. So just like that, we move all the way up to number 12. So 8th pick and the 12th pick, 2 lottery picks. Let's see what we can get with the 8th pick and the 12th pick in this draft. We, if there's nothing that great left, we have Jaden McDaniels, Isaiah Stewart, LaMelo Ball, Sky Lewis, Vernon Carey Jr., Jalen Smith. What could I get? I'm just curious if I could package these 2 picks, and I think I'll just leave it at that. So let's see what I could get if I package these 2 picks. Kevin Love would be interesting, but I don't know if I would trade 2 first-round picks for Kevin Love. That's not something I'd be willing to do. James Wiseman, Precious, Theo Maledon, Isaiah Thomas, Chris Middleton, Cole Anthony, and DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie, Nikola Mirotic. None of these got Blake Griffin for 2 first-round picks. Do I take on Blake Griffin's horrible contract? Bobby Portis was starting. DeMar DeRozan, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. Draymond Green would be cool. But Blake Griffin is interesting. And I could see this being something that I could do. If I could just do this though for the 8th pick for Blake Griffin, I would so do this trade. And maybe I'll even give them, let's say I gave them Bobby Portis as well. Let's see if they'll take this. They agree. So just like that, we have the 8th and we still have the 12th pick. So we get Blake Griffin in this draft. And I could see the Pistons doing that because they could just be one of those teams that just never really gets better. We got LaMelo Ball. I'm going to take Vernon Carey Jr. here, though, because he's always a sure thing. So I think I like that a lot. Alex Lynn's going to be a free agent. So just like that. Who did they take with the 12th or 10th, 8th pick? They took Jaden McDaniels, which is all right. Rookie signing. Vernon Carey Jr. Sign him up. Player options. Chris Wilkes going to go and sign him up. Ray Spalding and D'Anthony Melton. I'm probably not going to bring either of those two back. But we just took on Blake Griffin's horrible contract. But when you really think about it, Phoenix is not a team that exactly spits like, oh, we're going to get big name free agents. It just isn't. So realistically, the Suns could be like, you know what, man? We kind of have to maybe go out on draft night and get ourselves a star. And the Pistons might be stuck in the middle to where they're like, you know what? We kind of have to start this rebuild process. It's just not going anywhere. And maybe they trade Blake Griffin. So Devin Booker and Mikal Bridges, TJ Warren, Kelly Oubre, Chris Wilkes, Blake Griffin, Vernon Carey Jr., and DeAndre Ayton. So basically, I think we have ourselves a 10-man rotation, and I think we'll call that good. So having Blake Griffin can hopefully push us over the top, maybe get to the second round. We'll see. I don't know, man. But I do like the idea of maybe bringing Blake Griffin in here for the next 2 years just to try to elevate Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. If you really think about it, if Blake Griffin does not pan out, DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker are only 23 and 22 years old. So even if Blake Griffin does not pan out here, the Suns could just let him walk or even trade him, I guess, if they wanted to try that. And then you can, I mean, there's just so many options here. So I do like that trade a lot for the Phoenix Suns. And I'm probably going to go ahead and simulate this next season. Let's see how Blake Griffin elevates this team. Hopefully we can make it or have a better record. And hopefully we can make it to the playoffs once again. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in another off season, and we didn't make the playoffs. We went 41 and 41, so not that great, but I mean, it is what it is. So after making the playoffs for the first time, we did end up missing it. We missed it by a couple of seeds, so we should have a lottery pick as long as we have our pick. I don't know, there might be some trade I'm not aware of, but let's go ahead and look at the player stats real quick. Let's see what happened here. So you have Devin Booker with 21. We had Blake Griffin with 19 and a half. Maybe Blake Griffin wasn't the move. I thought it could be a decent move, but maybe it wasn't. So maybe we'll correct that here. We'll see what we want to do here. But we did get rid of Blake Griffin. We could get rid of Blake Griffin this offseason. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and skip over these. And like I said, we should have another lottery pick, hopefully. So we're going to have the 13th pick, maybe. So we do end up with 13. And I think that's it. So we'll roll with number 13. We have Monty Williams still as our head coach. We could end up firing him, but I think he's done a decent enough job here. I guess I'll keep him for now. But then I look at Nick Nurse, and I'm like, maybe we'll go ahead and get Nick Nurse. So we're going to get Nick Nurse just because he's got a lot better ratings. And then we'll get, or let's try to get an assistant coach. I guess I should say. Assistant coach, what do we got out here? Where's assistant coaches? Okay, we got, let's try to get a good assistant coach next to Nick Nurse, so hopefully we can find that. I guess Conrad Oakley is looking like the best one, and he probably won't sign because we don't have enough money, and we don't. So I guess we'll skip over that. But for the 13th pick overall, I don't know if Blake Griffin's going to accept his player option or not. I would assume he's going to, but I mean, I wouldn't be at the same time. I guess we'll see. Cassius, Robert Covington, 2 first-round picks, Goga, Maxi Kleber, Jaleel Okafor, Matt McClung, Jonathan Motley, Tyus, Yakapurtle. So I could trade this pick and get like Goga. I think Goga actually. But we already have Vernon Carey Jr. coming out of the G League. So I think I'll just go ahead and send him to our pick. And let's try to take somebody here. So we have Isaiah Jackson, who's looking like a pretty good selection here. So I'll take Isaiah Jackson on Michigan State. He is 37 overall. So we'll stick with that. Isaiah Jackson, welcome to the Suns. Blake Griffin accepts his team option or his player option. And we're going to bring all these guys back, of course. Then qualifying offers, Chris Wilkes. I might end up bringing him back, but at the same time, he's not going to be that big of a priority. So negative $20 million. We really don't have any money to do anything with. So really the trade market is the best way to improve this team. This is going to be our last season. I do like the idea of keeping Blake Griffin here, but maybe I shouldn't just because it didn't go well. But I don't know, man. So let me see I mean, Blake Griffin's the only person I would trade on this roster, I think, because I like the youth of our team. So if there's a good offer out there, I guess I could entertain the idea. Kevin Love, I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, is it really that much different? Al Horford, Montrezl Harrell, James Wiseman, Josh Green, Mohamed Bamba, LaMelo Ball, Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul, and Clint Capella. Wow, that's a crazy trade, but I just don't think we need it. Darius Garland, he's a top of the video. I guess I might just let it. I might just simulate another season. I'm gonna just be confident in the team we got. How much money does what's his name want? Where's he at? Chris Wilkes. Oh wait, he's a small forward. Chris Wilkes. Where's Chris Wilkes at? He wants. Actually, I don't know where he is. Bird rights. Bird rights. All positions. Okay, maybe we don't have bird rights on him. I don't know where he went, but hopefully he just accepts his qualifying. Or if not, we're fine. We're fine. So I guess we'll see how Blake Griffin does on this roster again. And hopefully, I definitely just wasted Chris Wilkes there. I should have kept him, but I just couldn't find him, so I got lazy. But wait, he's back. Chris Wilkes. I thought he was a free agent. So whatever. He's on our G League roster right now. I don't know why, but you know what? Cool. He's back. So training camps, and then we'll get into the final rotation, and hopefully Blake Griffin isn't a huge curse, because maybe he's the reason we did make the playoffs, but I do like the idea of keeping him here still. So let's go ahead and give let's give Kobo some untapped potential. Let's give Chris Wilkes some untapped potential, because he is back. What, did he accept this? No. Okay, I think the computer just signed him, which I'm fine with, I guess. And then Mikal Bridges, Vernon Carey Jr., I want to give him up. So hopefully Kelly Oubre is starting now, which that's fine, I guess. 9-man rotation: Garland, Devin Booker, Kelly Oubre, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Ayton, TJ Warren, Vernon Carey Jr., Mikal Bridges, and Okobo. So hopefully this leads to some success. We got a 3.5 rating at, well, we're going to go perimeter centric here at 4 rating. So hopefully this is fine. Blake Griffin hopefully isn't too much of a curse, but I have to kick his ass out of the trade deadline. Whoa, kick him out of the trade deadline, and we'll see what happens. So instead of showing you guys the season of Blake Griffin's contract, or last season on the Suns, I went ahead and skipped it because the last season of Blake Griffin's contract, we didn't make the playoffs. So I'm like, there's no point of showing them that. It's just going to be a terrible ending. So I didn't resign Blake Griffin. I resigned everybody else, and we made the playoffs without him. So if you're doing a rebuild, don't trade for Blake Griffin. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why. It just didn't work out with him. But here are the player stats. So I wanted to give you guys this last season, because I wanted my team to make the playoffs the last season. That way it was more interesting. If it was just like, oh, we didn't make the playoffs, sorry, see ya. I mean, it's not as fun, right? So let's go ahead and see if we beat the Portland Trailblazers in the first round. We're up 1-0 to start. They evened it up with us. 2-1. Can we please move on? 3-1. We move on, and we're gonna beat them in 7 game series, and we get eliminated. I should have did some casts, but I had confidence. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me. I know that isn't a greater ending than maybe missing the playoffs, but that's gonna do it here. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Kobe White Bulls next, I think, but thank you guys. This is Crush Bulls, and I'm saying peace.